Good morning, everybody. We're going to get our Wednesday start today. So first thing we're going to do is get on our schedule and calendar using the eye gaze today. So I'll try to watch the glare because I know with these shiny pages it's hard. So look around at all your choices. Look at me. Hey, we're looking for Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, right here. Today is Wednesday. We are still in the month of August. I know I don't have this on an eye gaze, but it's one we'll use. The month is still August. We're at about the midway point. We're at the 12th day of August. So the 12th day of August, about midway through. Those of you that have just the eye gaze, I think I put the whole number sheet in there. If I didn't, let me know. But you could find the 1 for the tens column and the 2 for the ones if you have just this page. But go ahead today, look at your calendar, kind of see what's going on today. Another thing that's always kind of nice to talk about, that's something everybody can talk about, the weather. What's going on with the weather? Like I said yesterday, we're in those hot days. It's hot out there already today. For sure. We haven't seen much rain here in the last couple of days. I know my garden could use a little shot of rain. So talk a little bit about the weather. On today's plan, we have up first is math. And our theme this week is the zoo. So get your zoo cards out. Math today is polar bears. There's polar bears in our math today. We're talking about fractions. Just trying to mix it up a little bit. Give us something else to do. Get your number cards. And the fraction pages, there's a story. It's polar bear math, and it's about two little bear cubs and the fractions that they use in making their food and their sleep schedules and things like that. But the important part for us is just the fractions, and fractions show us a part of a whole. They talk about words like numerator and denominator. Numerator is the top number in a fraction. Denominator is the bottom number. So when you're looking for a fraction, you count the colored part, which is the part that we're talking about, the portion that we're talking about, and then you count the total number of pieces to build the fraction. And that's how we would talk about it in class. The numerator is that top number, and it's the number of colored pieces, or the part of the fraction that we're going to use. And then the bottom number is the denominator, and it's all of the pieces, how many pieces the fraction is divided into. So lots of counting today. Get your number cards out so that kids can have a choice. You know, when you use that, you can put them on your Foursquare and have that. Which one is the numerator? Which one is the denominator? And you'll see in the pages, it's just a hop on and circle the right fraction. So not too hard. It's kind of a lengthy process sometimes, but it's great number practice. It really builds number sense. So spend some time with math today, and it's kind of cute. So the story of, I think it's Klondike and Snow are the two little cubs, and it's kind of a cute story too. Next up, we have our OTs, Miss Lori, Miss Lauren, and they're making some really gooey stuff today. You're going to need marshmallows and oil, a little food coloring, access to a microwave, so you have to have some help today. But it is a ooey gooey. It looks sticky and lots of fun and delicious if you use the food coloring and not the paint. So OT work, make sure you warm up those fingers before you do any of this stuff. When you're working with math, you're going to warm up those fingers. Make sure your body's in a good spot, a good upright position to do that work today. And then last on our list today is science. I stole a little lesson from Miss Deb Lonizak in room 105. She had a great lesson on polar bears today and how Arctic animals kind of keep cold. So I added a little bit for us because we're kind of a little bit older. So I added a little more sciencey stuff to it. So take a look at that. It's kind of fun. And there's an experiment you can do if you choose to. You'll need things like shortening. And a lot of people don't have shortening. You could use butter too. And it's something that you can reuse. It's going to go into a bag with a second bag in it for your hand. so you wouldn't have to waste anything either. I don't like a project that wastes something. So you need a plastic bag, you'll need some ice and a big bowl, and shortening or butter. Butter's fine too. So that's science for today. Tomorrow I'll be coming to you from class. So we'll get to see the girls tomorrow. I always like that. One last little reminder too. Yesterday or day before yesterday was Travis's birthday, and I'm still waiting on a couple people to send pictures. So if you didn't get pictures to me yesterday for Travis's birthday, please try to do that today. I'd like to get that out to him as soon as possible because I was late getting his birthday message out. So if you can do that today, I'd really appreciate it. Let's take a quick listen to Hoot, and I'll get you a couple WH questions. A little drink of coffee. Getting my day going. The janitorial closet smelled pungently of bleach and cleaning solvents. Inside it was almost black as night. Dana Matherson had reached out and snagged Roy as he ran toward the gym, pulling him into the closet and slamming the door. Nimbly, Roy had squirted out of Dana's moist grip, and he was now huddled on the cluttered floor while Dana stumbled around, punching blindly. Scooting on the seat of his pants, Roy made his way toward a paper-thin strip of light that he assumed was shining through a crack beneath the door. From somewhere above came a bang and then a pained yelp. Apparently Dana had delivered a ferocious uppercut to an aluminum bucket. Somehow Roy located the doorknob in the darkness. He flung open the door and lunged for freedom. Only his head made it into the hallway before Dana caught him. Roy's fingertips squeaked across the linoleum as he was pulled backward, and again the door closed on his shouts for help. As Dana yanked him off the floor, Roy desperately groped for something with which to defend himself. His right hand found what felt like a wooden broom handle. "I got you now, cowgirl," Dana whispered hoarsely. He locked Roy in a fierce bear hug that emptied the air from Roy's lungs like an accordion. His arms were pinned to his sides, and his legs dangled limply as a rag doll. "Now aren't you sorry you messed with me?" Dana gloated. As Roy grew dizzy, the broom handle dropped from his fingers, and his ears filled with the sound of crashing waves. Dana's clench was smothering, but Roy found he could still move his lower legs. With all his unsapped strength, he started thrashing both feet. For a moment, nothing happened. Then Roy felt himself falling. He landed face up, so his backpack absorbed the impact. It was too dark to see, but Roy surmised from Dana's whimpering gasps that he had been kicked in a very sensitive part of his body. Roy knew he had to move swiftly. He tried to roll over, but he was weak and breathless from Dana's brutish hug. He lay there helplessly like a turtle that had been flipped on its back. When he heard Dana bellow, Roy closed his eyes and girded himself for the worst. Dana fell heavily upon him, clamping his meaty paws around Roy's throat. This is it, Roy thought. The dumb goon is really going to kill me. Roy felt hot tears rolling down his cheek. Sorry, Mom. Maybe you and Dad can try again. Suddenly, the door of the utility room closet flew open, and the weight of Roy's chest seemed to vaporize. He opened his eyes just as Dana Matherson was being lifted away, arms flailing, a stunned expression on his pug face. Roy remained on the floor, catching his breath and trying to sort out what had just happened. Maybe Mr. Ryan had overheard the sounds of the struggle. He was plenty strong enough to hoist Dana like a bale of alfalfa. Eventually, Roy flopped over and got to his feet. He fumbled for the light switch and rearmed himself with the broom handle just in case. When he poked his head out of the closet, he saw that the hallway was deserted. Roy dropped the broom handle and streaked for the nearest exit. He almost made it, too. We're on chapter 10, and I'm going to stop right there. Oh, I don't know why you can't see that, at all. I'm going to stop at chapter 10 because my WH question for today is, who do you think saved Roy? Who do you think saved Roy? Just one question today, because I think I know. I have a good guess. But thanks, you guys. I will hopefully see you real soon. Have a great day. Enjoy some of the sunshine. Get out there today, but stay cool. Talk to you soon. Bye now.